When you talk about your culture, when you talk about teaching your little son or a daughter to talk in the mother tongue or celebrate the Indian festival with so much of pride, I mean, this is what Indian diaspora is all about. And we want the world to know that in the fight against terrorism, India is not alone. Of course, it has its strategic partners and friendly nations by its side. But the most mighty of all is the Indian diaspora, which continues to be with the country at this testing and trying times. We have been to 4 countries. We are almost living out of an airport in the last 11 days. Went to different multilateral platforms, met people from various organizations. Everyone was on board and was on the same page that we must bring the perpetrators to book. And there is some way we should find to either bring the enemies to justice or do justice to them. But justice needs to be done. Now, when the terror attacks were inflicted on India on the 22nd of April, we didn't strike back immediately. It's not that we strike back on 23rd or 24th. We waited patiently for 2 weeks, waiting for Pakistan to at least do some justice. We thought that good sense will prevail and they will at least bring the perpetrators to book. Nothing happened. 14 days after waiting, India carried out an airstrike where we ended up eventually destroying and neutralizing 9 terror infrastructures. And the strikes were so precise, responsible, non-escalatory, that we neutralized those terror infrastructures without endangering a single life. This is India, firm in resolve and honorable in action. There was not a single casualty. We did that successfully without endangering a common person's life, without a civilian life. Now, no religion talks about promoting or preaching violence. We might be from different religions, but every religion talks about harmony, peace, brotherhood. If someone is spreading violence in the name of religion, it's a betrayal of faith in itself. I want you all to understand that as Indian diaspora members and proud Indians here, you all need to do your bit. We all have seen the pictures of the Pak military general attending terrorist funeral. But how many of you in this room have that picture saved in their mobile? Can any one of you raise your hand? Out of at least 80 or 100 odd members present in this room, do any one of you, being a proud Indian, can say, I have that picture saved in my mobile, but I can show different members in my friend circles or in my profession, if I go to any public transport, that this is what Pakistan is up to? None of us. This is what we need to change. We need to develop a change in approach. If you have that picture in your mobile phone saved, you can show it to 50 other people. You might be 80 or 100 in numbers today, but if one person takes the responsibility of exposing Pakistan before 50 people, effortlessly and inadvertently, you end up convincing and exposing Pakistan before 5,000 people. This is what we need to do. So we all need to do our bit. We all need to go above and beyond our way in carrying India's message of peace and non-violence. We would be the last one to talk about a war. We would be the last one to talk about violence. We would be the last one to talk about terror attacks. You know, Pakistan has this habit of playing a victim after a terror attack. They have this habit of being the arsonist and the firefighter at the same time. They will set a building on fire, then after 2 days they will appear with a couple of buckets of water to show the world that we are the firefighters. They have this habit of engaging one hand in diplomacy and then trying to pull the trigger from another hand by indulging proxy terror organization and inflicting terror on Indian soil and Indians. This is not going to happen anymore. I mean, I might have differences with the ruling party. I am from All India Trinamool Congress. But I represent India here. I will not let my political interests come in the way of my national interests. I am here to talk about what is in best interest of my nation. And the moment I step into Indian soil, I will talk about what is in best interest of my state and nation. Simple. But we all need to understand that I might differ with government on several issues, and I will not budge an inch. I will fight the government tooth and nail. We'll keep asking the right questions. We'll fight. But when it comes to my national security and safeguarding the sovereignty of my country, I will stand shoulder to shoulder with my country. And each one of us needs to also realize that they were trying to pull the Indian economy down by inflicting these terror attacks. So it's incumbent upon us. The onus is on us to do the opposite and make sure that Kashmir keeps flourishing and prospering. Next time when you book a trip to India, make sure you extend the trip by at least 3 or 4 days. And those 3 or 4 days should be solely dedicated for the people and economy of Kashmir and India. This is a humble appeal I would like to make before all of you before concluding. Thank you very much. Vande Mataram. Jai Hind.